Close your eyes for just a moment and imagine this. The year is 1952. The laundry room isn't filled with neon bottles, fancy pods, or chemical boosters. Instead, there's a wooden washboard leaned against a galvanized steel tub. A bar of plain soap rests on the side. On a shelf sit glass jars filled with baking soda, washing soda, vinegar, and maybe a packet of bluing. Yet somehow, clothes came out whiter, fresher, and softer than anything a supermarket aisle promises today. Grandparents knew laundry secrets that worked better than today's pricey cleaners. And the amazing part? Every one of these tricks can still save money, protect fabrics, and even outperform modern stain removers like OxiClean. Stay tuned, because I'm bringing you 12 forgotten laundry tricks from the 1950s. Each one explained step by step, with the science behind why it works. By the end of this video, you'll have a toolbox of timeless hacks you can use immediately. And if you find even one of these tips useful, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Frugal Footprints, and share this with someone who spends too much on laundry products. Because after today, you'll never look at your laundry basket the same way again. 1. Baking soda brightening wash. Let's start with the backbone of 1950s laundry, baking soda. Back then, a box of Arm & Hammer sat on nearly every laundry shelf because housewives knew it was the cheapest way to brighten whites and freshen fabrics. Here's how they did it. Half a cup of baking soda added directly into the wash cycle. That's it. No bleach, no boosters. Why does this work? Baking soda is alkaline. When dissolved in water, it raises the pH, breaking down acidic stains like sweat, food, and body oils. At the same time, it softens water, allowing soap to lather better and clean more effectively. This simple change often doubled the cleaning power of plain soap flakes. Example: imagine a stack of dingy undershirts, yellowed at the armpits. Instead of tossing them, 1950s homemakers simply soaked them overnight in warm water with a cup of baking soda, then washed as usual. The yellow faded, the fabric smelled clean, and the shirts lasted longer. Today, you can do the exact same. Half a cup of baking soda in your washing machine drum works like a natural booster. Or dissolve a full cup in warm water, soak gym clothes overnight, and watch odors vanish. And here's a bonus. Baking soda reduces detergent use. Clothes get clean with half the amount, saving money long term. 2. Bluing for crisp whites. In the 1950s, one of the most prized laundry tricks was something called bluing. A tiny bottle of liquid dye, often sold under the name Mrs. Stewart's Bluing. Here's how it worked. Just a few drops added to the rinse water made whites appear brighter. Not because stains disappeared, but because blue tones counteracted yellowing. It's the same principle used by photographers when correcting lighting. Grandma would add just a teaspoon into a gallon of rinse water, swish it through sheets, towels, and shirts, and let them line dry. The result? Whites looked crisper than bleach could ever manage without weakening fabric fibers. Example: white tablecloths used for Sunday dinner. Instead of replacing them, families refreshed them with bluing, and the cloth looked brand new under warm light. Today, this trick is almost forgotten, yet bluing is still sold in some stores and online. It costs under $5, lasts months, and keeps whites from ever looking dull. And unlike bleach, it won't thin fabrics over time. 3. Soap flakes instead of detergent. Before detergents filled every store shelf, households relied on grated soap flakes. Bars like Fell's Naphtha, Ivory, or Sunlight were shaved down with a knife or a simple grater, then dissolved in hot water to create laundry soap. Why did this work? Traditional soap binds with grease and oils, lifting them away from fabric. It also left fewer chemical residues, so clothes felt softer and lasted longer. Example: farmers' overalls covered in motor oil stains. Grandma grated half a bar of Fell's Naphtha, boiled it in a pot of water, and poured the solution directly over the stain. After scrubbing, the oil loosened and the fabric survived another season. Today, you can buy pre-made soap flakes or grate a natural bar yourself. It's not just effective, it's eco-friendly and perfect for sensitive skin. Parents who want baby clothes washed without harsh detergents often return to this 1950s method. 4. Vinegar as fabric softener. In the 1950s, fabric softener bottles didn't line supermarket aisles. Instead, homemakers relied on simple vinegar. Just half a cup poured into the rinse cycle softened fabric neutralized odors and reduced soap residue. Why does it work? Vinegar is acidic, so it breaks down detergent alkalinity. It also helps fibers relax, leaving towels soft without chemical coating. Example: wool socks washed in hard water often felt stiff. Adding vinegar left them fluffy again. Today you can skip pricey softeners and dryer sheets. A splash of white vinegar does the job naturally, and your laundry room smells clean, not perfumed. 5. Sunlight bleaching. One of the most powerful bleach alternatives wasn't sold in stores. It was right outside. Sunlight. 1950s homemakers hung whites on clotheslines under direct sun. Ultraviolet light naturally bleached fabrics, killing bacteria and freshening clothes. Example: cloth diapers. Without disposable options, mothers relied on sunlight to sanitize and whiten them safely. Today, if you've got stubborn pillowcases or kitchen towels, try line drying them outside. Within hours, stains fade, and fabrics smell fresher than any dryer sheet could deliver. 6. Starch for sharp clothes. Starch wasn't just for collars. In the 1950s, liquid starch kept clothes crisp and protected fibers. Why? Starch creates a thin coating, preventing dirt from embedding deeply. Clothes stayed cleaner longer. Example: work shirts sprayed with starch resisted grease in factories and kitchens, lasting years instead of months. Today, you can make liquid starch at home. 2 tablespoons of cornstarch dissolved in a pint of water. Spray onto shirts before ironing. The difference is night and day. 7. Salt stain rescue. Salt wasn't just for the kitchen. In the 1950s, homemakers used it to rescue stains and set fabric colors. Why? Salt acts as a natural abrasive and binding agent. For fresh wine or berry stains, salt absorbed liquid before it set. For colored fabrics, salt rinses prevented bleeding. Example: red gingham dresses often bled dye in the wash. A salt soak locked colors in, keeping them vibrant. Today, sprinkle salt over spills like red wine. Let it absorb, then wash normally. Or add half a cup to the first wash of new colored clothes to lock dyes. 8. Washing soda for heavy soils. Before stain remover sprays, families relied on washing soda, also called soda ash. Stronger than baking soda, it cut grease and heavy soils. Why? Washing soda is highly alkaline, breaking down oils, fats, and grime. Example: mechanics' coveralls soaked overnight in a tub of hot water, and washing soda loosened engine grease, saving clothes from the rag pile. Today, washing soda still outperforms pricey degreasers. Add half a cup to the wash for greasy aprons, muddy sports uniforms, or outdoor work clothes. 9. Borax boosting. Borax was another 1950s staple. A scoop in the wash brightened whites, softened water, and deodorized. Why? Borax raises water's alkalinity and neutralizes odors, making soap more effective. Example: kitchen towels reeking of onion and fish smells. A borax soak left them fresh and stain-free. Today, borax is still sold cheap. A box lasts months, saves detergent, and revives dingy laundry. 10. Lemon juice whitening. Instead of bleach, many 1950s families used lemon juice. Why? Citric acid gently bleaches, disinfects, and deodorizes without damaging fabrics. Example: sweat stains on dress shirts were rubbed with lemon juice, then left in the sun. The stains faded naturally. Today, squeeze fresh lemon into wash water for delicate whites, or soak baby clothes safely without harsh chemicals. 11. Line drying for longevity. In the 1950s, dryers were rare. Clothes were line dried, saving electricity and extending fabric life. Example: jeans lasted years longer because they weren't tumbled on high heat. Today, if you want clothes to last, skip the dryer when possible. Line drying also prevents shrinkage, fading, and saves money every month. 12. pre-soak routine. Finally, the greatest 1950s trick was simple discipline: soaking. Before wash day, clothes were soaked overnight in tubs with soap, soda, or borax. Stains lifted naturally, requiring less scrubbing. Example: children's play clothes soaked Sunday night came out spotless Monday morning. Today, a pre-soak is the most effective way to save detergent and energy. Stains don't set, odors disappear, and fabrics last longer. So there you have it. 12 forgotten laundry tricks from the 1950s that cost pennies, protect fabrics, and still outperform modern stain removers like OxiClean. Grandma and Grandpa didn't just keep clothes clean. They stretched every dollar, made fabrics last, and passed down knowledge that still works today. Which of these tricks will you try first? The vinegar softener, the sunlight bleach, or maybe the bluing for crisp whites? Let me know in the comments. And if this video reminded you of your grandparents, hit that like button, subscribe to Frugal Footprints, and share these timeless tips with someone who could use a little old-fashioned wisdom in their laundry room. Because sometimes, the smartest way forward is to look back.